I don't know what that is.
Go ahead, Monica.
Okay, yeah. So, I just can't, I can barely, I have to lay there sometimes because I'm so dizzy.
Okay, stop for a second. Before you started taking our program, did you have any health issues, or do you just want to take the products, or did you have health issues?
No, I talked to you a couple weeks ago.
Ma'am, I talk to 1,000 people a day, and so I can't remember.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Well, let's see. What did you say? I have gray hair, and I'm, and no, I don't think I have too much health problems, but I am really exhausted. I've always been that way for a long time, and I was off gluten. I was on the medical medium for a long time, and I didn't eat gluten. And now I got so bored in my life and so unenergetic that I have had to have some kind of like cakes once in a while. So I'm eating gluten a little bit. And so
okay, that's just like shooting yourself in the head with a 22 instead of a 45. Just kill you slower. Okay. Now, how much do you weigh?
About 135.
And how old are you?
I'm 67.
57.
No,
okay.
60.
Oh, 67. Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't remember. Do you have varicose veins and spider veins?
Just barely any spider veins.
Okay. And do you have any high blood pressure or diabetes?
No, but I have eaten sweets lately. Yeah, I don't take the diabetes. I don't go to doctors. I'm one of those. So I don't know if I have diabetes.
Well, it's very easy. You just get a test strip for $1.50 from the pharmacy with a prescription. They have them, you can pee on them and see if you have sugar in your urine, or you can stick your finger and see if you have, what your blood sugar is. Either way works. Okay. Let's see here.
And I also have hemochromatosis. That's what I was tested for my blood test a while ago, about a half a year ago.
Okay, you have to, I didn't understand what you said. You have
hemochromatosis.
Okay.
Too many red blood cells. I don't know what that means. What can I do for that?
Okay, too many red blood cells. Okay. All right. What you need to do is get off of gluten. No wheat, brown, rye, and oats. I mean, drop dead. Can't even say the word. Okay. Everybody in the household: dog, cat, bird, fish, spouse, renter, roommate, brother and sister, mom and dad. Everybody's got to be drop dead gluten free. Then you need to get rid of all the bad stuff. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, brown, rye, and oats, no sugar, no carbonated drinks. Even the diet ones are bad.
No salad dressing.
Okay. Let's see here. Apple cider vinegar is okay. Lemon juice, lime juice, that kind of stuff. We actually have a savor division, our spice division. We have healthy salad dressings and spices and things like that for cooking. So you want to look at our savor division for that. And then you also need to take it 135 pounds. Again, this is for our greater listening audience also. You want to take one healthy brain and heart pack per month, throw in, let's see here, an extra bottle of our selenium, and take that, because there's one bottle of selenium in the healthy brain and heart pack. That way you'll be able to take 3 of our selenium with all the other 5 cofactors with it, 3 at breakfast, 3 at dinner time. Why don't you get 1 bottle a month of the MSM, so you can take 3 of those twice a day. It's a large bottle, you can do that. And that'll support and promote maintenance repair of cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, including the walls of veins and arteries and that kind of stuff, and skin and so on. And your hair color should start coming back at a very rapid rate if you're staying away from gluten, so you can absorb this stuff. Then once you take vitamin D3, take 3 of those twice a day, 2 bottles a month. And this is good for your bone marrow, because your bone marrow is where you're making too many red blood cells. Okay. And so did they say they're too big, or just too many, or both, or what?
The blood cells, red, too many. Too many red blood cells.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And so, yeah, you need to make your bone marrow healthy. Okay. So that's why you need to do all this, including the vitamin D3. Don't forget some collagen. You need our glucogel. You can take either 3 of those twice a day. That's 1 big bottle a month of our glucogel. Or if you prefer the liquid, you can get 1 quart per month. Take a ½ ounce at breakfast, ½ ounce at dinner time. Let's see here. Wouldn't hurt to throw in some cal toddy. Okay. I put that in my drinks also. And so you really have to stay away from the gluten. Okay, because after 3 or 4 months on our program, your your original hair color, whether it's red or brown or black or blonde, should be coming back in at a very fast rate. Okay, I had people that had snow white hair, for 40 years. In 3 months' time, they had the hair color when they were 12 years old. Okay, and so these are nutritional deficiencies. They're not associated with age. Okay, although a lot of people say, "Well, I'm 56 years old. I'm 67 years old. You got to expect that." Okay, no, it's not aging. It's a nutritional deficiency. And any doctor who tell you, "Well, you got to expect that," you're 67 years old. Okay, that's not true. Okay, so we'll look forward to hearing from you. And
real quick, I didn't hear the expose on the Fukushima and the water. Can I go swimming in the Pacific Ocean? Yay or nay?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'll be okay.
Of course.
All
yeah.
right.
And probably next week I'll talk a little bit about that kind of stuff, because I know it causes the carbon dioxide to go up in the atmosphere, and all the reefs are dying and all that kind of stuff. Again, they get it all wrong. They want you to believe there's carbon fuels, and of course Tesla loves that. Well, when everybody has a Tesla electric car, the carbon dioxide is going to go off the roof, because the carbon dioxide going up has nothing to do with fossil fuels. Okay, they got it all wrong.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, it's going up because they've dammed up all the rivers to make electricity. Ironically, they make electricity with these hydroelectric dams. They have 1 million hydroelectric dams damming up the big rivers, cut off the food supply to the ocean. They have 2 million dams damming up rivers for water conservation and irrigation, cutting off the food supply to the ocean. Okay. And then they have 400 million farm ponds around the world, which intercept the minerals in the little streams before they get into the tributaries to get in the big rivers. Okay. And so we cut off the food supply to the ocean. And that's why I was a featured speaker at Tesla in 2019 with that subject. And if you want to, you can actually get the magazine that they print every time they have an event like that. And so my speech, the prescription for Mother Earth, is published in that 2019 issue of their magazine. And the DVD, my presentation, is also available through Tesla. Okay.
Thank you, doctor.
Okay, well, thank you, Monica. Let's hear from you every couple of weeks.
Okay.
And we're solving the problem of some back orders too. That was because our suppliers, they didn't order enough stuff, raw materials in advance. And so it's our suppliers. So we bought 2 very large, brand new, never used manufacturing facilities. And about 6 months ago, we started manufacturing a lot of our own stuff, so that the back order issues will be gone within a couple of months. And so we won't have to worry about those things anymore.
Yeah, so between the increase in customer orders coming in because they're waking up, and then that as well, Dr. Wallach, I'm so excited, coming from a manufacturing background. I'm so excited that we'll be manufacturing a lot of our own. That's fabulous.
Yep, I'm very excited about that.
Well, again, everybody, you are watching Ask Doc Live, and we are coming to you with the one and only Dr. Joel Wallach. And if you were invited to watch this video or come to this live Zoom with us by somebody specific, get back with them. They are here to help you as well. And they just want you to be able to ask your questions and to the man himself, who has all the research and the formulations and has been helping millions of people since he started this. So next is a comment, Dr. Wallach, from Heather. She says, good morning. I'm female, age 36, weigh 170 pounds, 5'4". I have tremors when I'm laying down, a discomfort like a tight rope on my left side. I think it may be nerve related, possibly cervical dystonia. I have x-rays, MRIs, and CT scans, but everything looks normal. And she's not taking any vitamin or any medications, just vitamins. So what should she be making sure that she's focusing on, Dr. Wallach?
Well, her big mistake is she's not taking any minerals. She's just taking vitamins. Although she may be taking some minerals, because everybody says I'm taking my vitamins. I mean vitamins and minerals. Okay, but I don't know what that means when she says that. Okay, and so per 100 pounds of body weight, she could have osteoporosis of the skull. She could have some degenerative disc disease in her neck. with sort of peripheral neuropathies going down in her arms and down her side. And it's a positional thing, because when she lays down is when she gets it. Okay, she doesn't say she has when she stands up or sits up. It's when she lays down she gets this. So the positional thing tells you there's pressure being put on a joint or a nerve or something. I apologize. Did she say how much she weighed?
Yeah, 170 pounds,
Okay.
5'4", and 36 years old.
Okay, yeah. So 176 pounds. You got to give her all the bad stuff. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat bread, rhinos, no sugar, no carbonated drinks. Even the diet one's got to go. I'd have her take 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month, a full dose of everything twice a day. I wanted to get 2 bottles a month of our MSM, so you can take 3 of those with each meal. They're going to support and promote maintenance repair, cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, disc between the vertebrae, bone mixed bone itself, including the skull. And then she needs vitamin D3, 3 of those twice a day, 2 bottles a month. I want her to have our glucogel. She can take 5 of those twice a day. That's 2 bottles a month of the capsules. If she prefers a liquid, she can take 2 quarts a month of the liquid, take an ounce twice a day of the liquid glucogel. And then let's see here. It wouldn't hurt for her also to take our Relax, which is from our Hemp FX division. It's a CBD oil with, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 other herbs added to it to kind of calm things down when you have those kinds of issues, tremors and that kind of stuff. And she could take Relax, put like a dropper full under her tongue, maybe twice a day. And then also, I would like her to make sure that, again, if she wants some energy, she feels exhausted all the time. There's something called Rebound, our sports drink, which we made for Theo Ratliff, all professional athletes, Olympic athletes, university athletes, athletes all over the world use our Rebound. It comes in sticks, little individual servings, 30 of those little sticks in a box, or a case of these 12-ounce cans. Either way works. I drink the cans at home. I take the sticks with me in the airplanes because these are too heavy to carry in the airplanes. There you go.
All right, thank you so much on that. Now let's go to the next hand that is up. So John, go ahead and unmute yourself. And I know John had a question in the comments as well, so hopefully he'll cover that with his hand up.
Hello, Doc.
Yes, sir. How can we help you?
I'm good. How are you? I'm sorry, you'll see me better this way.
No.
I've been on the program now since about mid-April. Can you hear me?
No, I can see you now because you turned on the light. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. I've been on the program since about mid-April. I'll just refresh quickly my condition. I weighed then about 215. I have atrial fibrillation. I have hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. I have ED. And so you've put me on your program. I was struggling to lose weight, but I'm now down at 207. I've increased my exercise activity. Maybe that's helped. However, I'm still, I do get the tingling in the legs, and I sometimes get a little bit of, I guess, inflammation in the lower legs. All part of, we've analyzed.
Okay, well, let's stop there for a minute.
Yep.
Okay, at 207 pounds, I'm going to give you what I think you should have. Again, that's for a greater listening audience here. Okay. Got to give it all the bad stuff. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, brown rhinos, no sugar, no carbonated drinks. Even the diet drinks got to go. And, people say, well, I use nitrate-free bacon. Well, it still has 8 other chemicals in it. So you still can't even use nitrate-free bacon, right? No pepperoni, no bologna, salami, none of that kind of stuff. Then at 207 pounds, I'd like you to have 2 healthy brain and heart packs a month. 2 healthy brain and heart packs a month, full dose, everything twice a day. I want you to get 2 bottles a month of our MSM. So you can take 3 with each meal. That's going to support and promote maintenance repair, cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, disc between the vertebrae, bone breaks. And here we go. And bone itself, because you have osteoporosis of the skull. That causes AFib. AFib can be caused by one of 2 things or both things. Have you shrunk any in height since you were 20 years old?
Yes.
How much have you shrunk?
Probably 2.5 inches.
Okay. Yeah. And so your discs are shrinking, your vertebrae getting closer together, and it can be smashing the roots of the first 4 thoracic nerves, which help control rate and rhythm of heart. But also when you have osteoporosis of the skull, squeezing the 10th cranial nerve, the vagus nerve, which also controls the rate and rhythm of the heart. So you can have one or both of those, okay? And cardiomyopathy is caused by deficiency of a very specific nutrient. I've done 1,700 autopsies on people, humans, published in 3 languages, okay, that have died of hypertrophic cardiomyopathy heart disease, so I know it very well. ED, are you on statin drugs to lower your cholesterol?
No.
Okay, good, because that cholesterol makes up 95% of testosterone. Okay, so you got to be eating 3 eggs twice a day with soft yolks. I had 3 eggs this morning with soft yolks for my breakfast, along with my 2 slices of smoked salmon, you know, from the Alaska freshwater river salmon kind of thing.
Mhm.
And then let's see here. I also need you to take the glucogel. I want you to take 5 of those twice a day. That's 2 bottles a month. To help again rebuild cartilage, ligaments, connective tissue, disc between the vertebrae, bone matrix. Do you have any high blood pressure or diabetes?
No.
Okay, good. All right. And then because you have a history of ED, I'd like you to take 2 things here. Number 1 are Zera test. Go ahead and take 3 of those twice a day. It'll be 2 bottles a month. They're going to give you a sertolin. Zera test, take 3 twice a day. It's XERA-test, TEST.
Yeah, I've got that on my list.
Okay, take 3 of those twice a day. And they're going to give your Sertoli cells in the testicles what they need to make testosterone, but you also need to be eating those 3 eggs because testosterone is 95% by weight cholesterol. You can't be on a cholesterol restricted diet, and some people take the statin drugs to lower cholesterol. That's why they get ED. Okay,
Yeah.
you must have your cholesterol and stay away from gluten so you can absorb it. And so everything you've got here is a nutritional deficiency and is very easily dealt with. And again, how tall are you? Since you lost your height,
5'5".
5'5". At 5'5", I'd like to see you weigh 160, so you still need to lose another 40 pounds. So what I want you to do is get 3 boxes of our keto caramel bars. There's 10 in a box. Go ahead and take 1 per meal, not per meal, but just 1 meal a day. Okay.
I'm at 2 now because I started that a month ago, so I'm doing 2.
Okay, you're doing 2 meals a day?
Yeah.
Okay, and then your other meal, make sure you're eating like an Asian. Rice, sweet potatoes, beans, squash, corn, but nothing fried. You can have any kind of rice except fried rice. Okay, you can have any kind of corn except fried corn.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, can't have any of that. And then I want you to throw one more thing in. That's good for your bone marrow again. I want you to, for making hormones. It's called our Fucoid Z. Take 3 of those twice a day. That's 2 bottles a month. And the Fucoid Z supports your immune system, but it also gives you all these weird trace minerals that your testicles, your adrenal glands, your pituitary, all these glands need to make hormones and things. All righty.
I'm taking a bottle of that one and the one from the other ocean also.
Okay, good. Yeah, the Ocean's Gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I take 3 of those twice a day each myself. I only weigh 142, so I'm not,
Yeah. Yeah. So
okay.
I'm taking that.
Okay, good. Well, thank you. Give us a call every couple of weeks. Go ahead.
Okay. I have so my question is, obviously it comes down. So I haven't been on gluten. I mean, I can't guarantee that I never walk past something where they're making bread and don't get gluten in the air, but I'm off gluten totally. But I'm wondering, is there a way for me to increase the absorbability of these things? Does taking digestive enzymes help?
Well, you could take our ultimate enzymes if you want to do that. Take 2 of those, say 5 to 10 minutes for each meal, a couple ounces of water. You should also be using our pink Himalayan salt because that helps you make stomach acid to digest proteins down to amino acids. It gives you the ability to efficiently absorb iron and B12 and copper. And
yeah, that's the only salt I've been using for about 10 years.
Okay. Yeah, our pink Himalayan salt. I use it for breakfast, and I use the pink Himalayan salt with black pepper ground up in it at dinner time, a little spicier. Okay. And so good.
So I have another question for a friend. He's got balanitis. Balanitis. Do you know?
No.
Okay.
What is it? What's his symptoms?
I believe it's
So Dr. Wallach, it's a plaque that usually gets on the penis, primarily in uncircumcised, middle-aged or older men. And it's a non-venereal dermatosis.
Okay, so it's on the skin, okay, right?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, well, he needs to be on the same program you are, because this is a nutritional deficiency, okay? It doesn't matter if it's on your face, or it's on your penis, it's on your butt, it's on your knees, it's on your back. It's on your face, they call it rosacea or acne. If it's on your legs, they call it psoriasis. You know, it's all the same thing. You
okay.
get all these weird names, but yeah, but it's a simple nutritional deficiency. He should take exactly the same thing you are.
Okay, so there's no particular ointment or anything that Longevity carries to,
Well, yeah, we have all kinds of skin lotions. Okay.
would that help?
Well, it'll stop itching, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
But it's not going to solve the problem, because
Okay.
it's for comfort as opposed to giving him the nutrients to get rid of the problem.
okay, I'll let him know.
Yeah,
Okay,
so if he wants to do both, that's fine. I mean, you know, he can, you know, in our again, we have, I don't know, probably 500 different products for the skin, some of which are simply for beauty products and some are for comfort. Okay.
okay.
And all righty.
Is Longevity working on a sunscreen product?
I think we have one or a couple of them. I apologize. I like to get out in the sun. So, you know, we have a big backyard. We're in 5 acres. And so I strip down every day to my skivvies, and I sit out in the sun for at least a half hour, maybe an hour, so I don't look ghostly white. And you know,
Yeah, I don't wear sunscreen myself, but my sister's got cancer and she wants to wear a
Yeah.
safe sunscreen, but
yeah. Okay. I believe we do. I believe, and I apologize.
I was told you don't, so that's.
So
I look-
actually, John, in our mineral makeup line, the minerals themselves have some natural sunscreen factor to them.
Okay,
So if she gets minerals and use the mineral makeup, that is going to help, especially with the face area.
okay. But yeah,
Thank you.
thank you. I'll
You
let
bet.
you
And
on
then-
somebody else. God bless.
And then also for your friend, we do have a Trinity lotion that has beta glucan in it that may be beneficial as well for a topical. So, all right, let's go to Linda, who has her hand up. Linda, go ahead and unmute yourself. You're on live with Dr. Wallach.
All right. Thank you. Nice to
Hi.
meet you, Dr. Wallach.
Hi.
How are you?
Okay. Now you're getting a little echoey, so I don't know.
Oh dear. Well, I'm kind of new to this Zoom. It took me forever to figure out how to raise my hands. So,
Okay. Just
So
speak
I have-
slowly.
all right. I have a concern about my throat when I swallow. I've had this for quite some years now. When I have a tight swallow, and I mean, I can get my food down and drinks down, but
Okay,
I'm a-
stop. Okay. Now, how old are you
I'm 62,
and how much do you weigh?
138,
Okay. And how tall are you?
and I am 5'4".
Okay. Now, do you have any other issues other than the swallowing issue? Do you have any ringing in your ears or balance problems or dizziness?
No,
Okay. Do you have any heart issues, AFib, fast heart rate, slow heart rate? No. Okay.
No.
Do you have any skin problems? Any eczema,
No.
dermatitis? Okay. Do you have any gray hair?
yes, in the back,
Okay,
a lot in the back.
Okay, I was just testing to see if you were telling me the truth. Okay. Okay. Also, any varicose veins or spider veins?
I do,
Yes, okay,
some, yes.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Let's see here. Have you lost any vision? Are you gradually losing some vision?
No, but my vision is deteriorated. I'm always getting stronger prescription.
Well, the answer is yes. Your vision is slowly
Yes,
going away.
yes.
Okay. Okay, that's called ONA, optic nerve atrophy. Your skull is squeezing your optic nerve, second cranial nerve. And then, do you have anything going on in your hands or wrist, numbness, tingling, anything like that?
No, but maybe once or twice a year, all of a sudden I'll experience a little tingling and
Yeah.
numbness in my
Okay.
fingertip.
Okay. What about, let's see here. anything going on with, well,
About twitching, Dr. Wallach.
yeah, okay, how about twitching?
Twitching, no.
You have a
Okay, have you
twitch
ever-
in
have
your
you ever-
eye or your cheek?
Have you ever had Bell's palsy, like one side of your face droops?
No, no.
Okay. Do you ever get any pain or numbness in your face?
No.
Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, you have osteoporosis of the skull. And that's why you have to keep getting new prescriptions, because the skull is slowly squeezing the second cranial nerve, the optic nerve. You have what's called ONA. That's reversible. Okay. And the reason why you're having trouble swallowing, your skull is also squeezing the ninth cranial nerve, the glossopharyngeal nerve, controls your swallowing capacity. Okay. That's your skull doing that. Okay. And so, and your finger stuff, okay, your skull is squeezing your spinal cord as it's coming out of the back of the skull. People don't realize it, but your spinal cord is formed in the brain, comes out of the back of the skull. When the skull has osteoporosis, it gets bigger, but it also, all the tunnels get half the size because they fill up with all this connective tissue. Okay. So that's your problem. Okay, here we go. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, brown rhinos, no sugar, no carbonated drinks. Even the diet one's got to go. One healthy brain and heart pack per month. I want you to get another bottle of selenium. One of our bottles of selenium are in the healthy brain and heart pack, but I want you to have 3 of those twice a day, because the deficiency that causes gray hair and spider veins is in the 5 cofactors that are in our selenium. And your hair color will come back and the spider veins will go away very quickly. Okay. I see miracles on those, and they'll avoid and reduce your risk of having aneurysms in the brain and AR and that kind of stuff. I also, let's see here, I may have jumped too fast here. Make sure you're taking the MSM. So you're taking 3 of those twice a day, 1 bottle a month. And that'll be to support and promote maintenance repair, cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, discs between the vertebrae, bone makes the bone itself, walls of arteries and veins, and so on. And the swallowing capacity will come back. Because again, that's that 9th cranial nerve being squeezed. And just like your vision is slowly going away. Okay.
Yeah.
And anything going on in your lower back or your legs or anything like that?
Yes, I have low back pain. Yes.
Okay. Well, this will all go away too, but I also want you to throw in our glucogel capsule. You can take 5 of those twice a day, or you can take an ounce once a day, take a ½ ounce of breakfast, ½ ounce of dinner of the liquid glucogel. Okay. And that'll help rebuild your disc between the vertebrae also, and all that kind of stuff. And so all these things you have are all nutritional deficiency things. Okay. And they will all go away. Give us a call every 2 weeks, because your story is going to save a lot of people a lot of unnecessary misery.
Yes. Oh, I so appreciate it. Thank you, Dr. Wallach.
You bet. God bless you, Linda.
God bless you too. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Linda. And in the comments, Kevin says, Doc Wallach has been great at assessing my illnesses and effective treatment for them. So I love getting the good news worked in there as well. Next, we have a comment from Cindy. She says, morning from Las Vegas. Prayers and concerns are for those. And how do we protect persons who have taken the jab that are now experiencing leg cramps, foggy brains, lack of sleep, energy, and realize now have compromised their immune systems? How do they get the metal out of the vaccine, which isn't?
Okay. So did she say how much she weighs?
No, so it'll be
Okay.
a general question.
Okay, per 100 pounds of body weight. Okay. She needs to get rid of all the bad stuff. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, brown rhinos, no sugar, no carbonated drinks. Even the diet one's got to go. Per 100 pounds of body weight, I want her to have 1 healthy brain and heart pack per month. I want her to get, if she only weighs 120 pounds or so, I want her to take another bottle of our selenium, not from the grocery store or the pharmacy, okay, because they don't have the 5 cofactors with it. I want her to take 3 of those selenium with the 5 cofactors twice a day per 100 pounds of body weight. And then I also want her to take, or I said the MSM, I want her also to take our glucogel. She could get 1 bottle of that glucogel per 100 pounds of body weight, take 3 of those twice a day per 100 pounds of body weight. I also want her to, let's see here, I need her to be very, very careful and take our Rebound or sports drink for energy. Okay, she can drink a couple of those cans a day, or a couple of those individual servings a day. And let's see here. I think that's everything. Would you quickly run down her problems again?
So her concern is for those who have taken the vaccine. And
Oh,
her
okay, that's
partner
enough.
did one of them.
Yeah, okay. So what she wants to do is also take the herbal rainforest. She's to take 2 ounces a day of the herbal rainforest for a month. Okay, it's 2 quarts a month. And then after that, take an ounce every day just for the rest of her life. Okay. And if she wants to, she can get a hair analysis and see if she's just guessing, or does she really have toxic minerals in her. She can get our book, Rare Herbs and Cures, go to chapter 10, tells you how to cut the hair, how to package it, where to ship it. Don't forget to put the check in there, because they won't run the test without the check. And then there's 2 charts, one for the nutritional minerals, and the other one's for toxic minerals. So you see, do you really have a history of toxic minerals, or are you just guessing? Okay. And so if you really, really, really want to know, I would get that hair analysis. And you can tell if you're absorbing nutrients, because if all the bars for the good minerals are below the bottom line, that means you're not absorbing. Okay. That means you're eating gluten or getting cross-contaminated with gluten from somebody in your household. So you got to go at this, but to get rid of toxic stuff, whether it's metals or other toxins, go with the herbal rainforest. It's a legend. It just does such a superlative job. And has 13 cleansing herbs, I think, and 78 minerals. And so it's a beautiful product. I take the herbal. Yeah, little kids love it. I take an ounce of that a day just because, you meet so many people, and I'm out and about, and who knows what you're in contact with. But I do get a hair analysis once a year just because I'm in so many places, and I have to drink. If people don't get our Icelandic water with all those volcanic minerals in there, and I have to drink bottled water, oh my gosh, so who knows what's in that.
Right. All right, let's go to the next hand that is up. And Robert, go ahead and unmute yourself. Can you get it, Robert? There you go.
There we are.
Yeah, Dr. Wallach, hi. Good
Hi,
to see
how can we help you?
What is Flomax?
I'm sorry?
What is Flomax?
Flemex?
Flomax. It's a pharmaceutical, Dr. Wallach.
Oh, Flomax.
Apparently,
okay. Apparently it's blood flow. That sounds like to me.
Okay. Yeah, help the prostate or something?
Oh, helps the prostate. Well, we have ProstFX and
Okay.
Zeratest. We have Zeratest.
Okay.
Big guy like you can take 3 twice a day. It's $2 a month of the Zeratest.
Okay.
You can take 3 of our ProstFX twice a day. It's $2 a month. That's in addition to 2 Healthy Brain and Heart packs, and any secret sauces you have if need for. If you have joint problems, you want to throw in the MSM and or glucogel, vitamin D3, and if you have diabetes, you want to throw in the sweeties. If you have high blood pressure, you need to throw in. I know you have a dog, so you might have fleas.
Oh, where did he go? Okay. All right. All right. Well, that sounds good. Okay.
Well, give us a call every couple of weeks. Let us know what's going on. See if you're doing better.
Okay.
And because your story, will help a lot of people.
Okay.
Thank you,
I
Robert.
will look forward to it. Thank you.
You bet.
Awesome.
God bless.
Thank you, Robert. So folks, our bodies are not chemical deficient, they're mineral deficient. Just something to think about.
Yep.
Let's next go to Sarita, who has her hand up. Sarita, go ahead and unmute yourself, dear.
Thank you. Hi, Dr. Wallach.
Hi, how can we help you?
I'm calling for a friend. So she called me and told me she's 50 years old, weighs 287 pounds, and she's 5'2". She had a gastric bypass 20 years ago, but now when they did a sound, she has 2 hard masses in her stomach. They think now that the stomach is growing over the clamps and everything, so they have to go in. And they also told her that she needs to remove her gallbladder and then she has spinal stenosis because she has tingling in her 4th and 5th disc, and her leg is getting numb. Her levels are up, and protein is not showing in her blood test. So they're concerned that protein is not registering even after she's had protein.
Okay, well, here's her problem. She's got to get off of all gluten. She's not absorbing nutrition. What do you mean? She's 287 pounds. Well, that's due to a nutritional deficiency causing pica. She just wants to eat all the time because of this nutritional deficiency causing her to have cravings. Okay. At 5'2", I'd like to see her weigh 110. So she needs to lose 170 pounds. Okay.
Right.
I want her to start out with 1 meal a day of our keto caramel bar. So she's gonna need to buy 3 boxes a month because they come 10 in a box. It tastes good, and she'll begin to lose a half a pound or 2 pounds a day. Okay. But she also needs to have, ideally, if finances are not a problem, she needs to start out with 3 healthy brain and heart packs per month. If finances are a problem, she can start out with 2. Don't go any lower than 2. Otherwise, don't even waste your time and money to start. A minimum of 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month would be 2 full doses of everything a day. 1 at breakfast, 1 dinner time. But ideally, she would take 3 healthy brain and heart packs per month, take a dose of breakfast, lunch, and dinner. She also needs 2 bottles a month of our MSM. So she can take 3 of those with each meal. And that's going to support and promote maintenance repair of cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, disc between the vertebrae, bone makes the bone itself. And her other 2 meals, I just wanted to start out with 1 meal a day. Okay, it doesn't have to be the same meal all the time with a keto bar. And so I wanted to start with 1 meal, a keto bar. And then the other meals I wanted to eat like an Asian. I wanted to eat rice and sweet potatoes and corn and beans and squash. Okay. I also need her to take our glucogel, 2 bottles a month. So she can take 5 of those twice a day. Or if she wants to liquid, she could take 2 quarts a month, take 1 ounce of that twice a day. The glucogel will help build disc between the vertebrae and cartilage and all that kind of stuff. Okay. And then let's see here. She also, I'm assuming, does she have any high blood pressure or diabetes?
No,
Is that a yes?
no, she does not.
Okay, okay, good. All right. Well, I want her to drink our Rebound or a sports drink. Okay, she could have 2 or 3 of those a day. I weigh 142 and I drink 2 of those cans a day. Unless I'm on the road, then I have 2 of those little individual packages, not at the same time, but 1 at breakfast and 1 at lunchtime because they're lighter to carry. But let's start there. And if she doesn't have any other issues, let's just start there. And she'll begin to lose a half a pound to 2 pounds a day. And after about a month or so, she could go to 2 meals a day for just two days. Okay. And the rest of the days stick with 1 meal a day of the keto. Okay.
Okay, very good. Thank you, sir.
You bet. Let's hear from it because her story will, save a lot of people.
Yeah, I'll follow up with her and give her this. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, yeah. Thanks.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sarita. Great
Mhm.
question. I know a lot of people that have had gastric bypasses or any type of those surgeries, and
Yeah.
they're suffering. And my heart goes out to them.
Yeah, you lost 95 pounds. You didn't have a gastric bypass, did you?
No, I did not.
Would you look at that?
So
That's why you're
Yeah.
smiling all the time.
yeah, I feel great. I mean, I don't feel my age. And when I tell people my age, they're like, "You're what? I thought you were 35." I said, "Well, thank you."
Are you 36? How old are you?
I turned 50 just a couple days before you turned your next year.
72.
Yes.
No, 82.
I was gonna say, no, not 72, 82.
82.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah,
Oh,
you certainly don't look like you're 50 years old, let alone 60.
well, and I don't feel it either.
Yeah.
That's the best part. I don't feel it.
Thank
So-
you for sharing.
Oh, goodness. So yeah, I just want to make sure everybody knows they are watching Ask Doc Live. And we want you to get back with the person that shared this video, shared this program with you. If you have any questions and want to get on the products that are mentioned here by Dr. Wallach in any of the protocols. So the recording, the replay of this will be found on AskDocLive.com. And that is including all of our programs that we have had every Friday since July of last year. So we're coming up almost on a year anniversary.
Wow.
I'm
Thank you so much.
excited to be able to do this and make it as a resource to the community as a whole. And that community goes beyond longevity. We're reaching around the world, Dr. Wallach.
Oh,
This is
absolutely.
fabulous. So next is a comment that came in and says, hello, Dr. Wallach, please, what causes vertigo? And what should I take to prevent having vertigo? So no other information.
Okay, well, vertigo, one of the most common causes in human beings is a balance problem. Okay, dizziness, vertigo, is a squeezing of the vestibular branch of the eighth cranial nerve and you have osteoporosis of the skull. Okay, and so I'm assuming this person has other issues, maybe has ringing in the ears, which is squeezing the auditory branch of the skull, eighth cranial nerve inside the skull. And then also ONA might be a possibility, optic nerve atrophy, the second cranial nerve being squeezed causes a gradual loss of vision. So you have to constantly, like every 3 to 6 months, you have to get stronger and stronger glasses because that skull is slowly squeezing that nerve, right? As opposed to a stroke, which happens just sort of like A to B real instantly. Now, this is a gradual reduction in vision, and that gives you the hint. This osteoporosis of the skull is squeezing that second cranial nerve called the optic nerve. These are so common. I actually came out with a book called It's All in Your Head, and everybody should get that book. It's All in Your Head. Let's see here. Yeah, here it is. It's All in Your Head. It goes into the 25 different diseases you can get from osteoporosis of the skull. Tells you what to do about them. And, you know, the doctor wants to refer you to a balance clinic or a hearing clinic or a dentist or an ear, nose, and throat doctor or a brain doctor, neurologist, because they're all his golf buddies. Instead of saying, look, you just got osteoporosis of the skull, let's get you on this program here, and in 2 months' time, all this will be gone. And he knows that his golf buddy, who's the neurologist, okay, or in the balance clinic, okay, his golf buddy, has a kid in college and tuition is due. And so that's why he's referring them to them. Okay.
Well, I was able to overcome vertigo, Dr. Wallach, and I supported myself and all of my family here in longevity. So
Wow.
I would prefer to support them. Most definitely. All right, let's go to our next hand up. And Kayla, go ahead and unmute yourself. You are on live with Dr. Wallach, Kayla.
Kima?
Kayla.
Oh, Kayla. Hello, Kayla.
Hello.
How can we help you?
So I have a son, and he has ear issues. When he was little, his eardrum burst, and then there was a hole in there, and they waited until he was a little bit older to fix it, and they went in and fixed it, and now it's still draining, and we have a pediatric specialist, and he's just always on.
Okay, how old is he? How old is he now?
7.
Okay. All right. How much does he weigh?
He probably weighs about 65, 70 pounds.
Okay. Does he have any other issues other than this ear stuff? Does he have any like dry skin, eczema, anything like that?
No.
Okay. Does he have any bowel problems? Any irritable bowel syndrome, celiac disease, diverticulitis, constipation? Okay. No diarrhea, none of that?
No.
Does he have any coughing or hiccups?
No.
Okay. So his ear stuff is his only real issue.
Yeah.
Okay. So he and you, anybody else living in the house, dad, friend, roommate, okay, everybody needs to be drop dead gluten-free. And he needs to learn that so he's not eating gluten at school and fibbing to you and coming home. Well, I'm okay, Mom. I didn't have any gluten at school. And he's been eating, 3 slices of bread with margarine on it and all that kind of stuff, at lunchtime. So he's got to know that this is very, very important. And then I want him to have, at 65 pounds, I want him to have a half ounce of our kids' toddy at breakfast and a half ounce of our kids' toddy at dinner time. I want him to have a half ounce of our Cal toddy at breakfast and a half ounce of the Cal toddy at dinner time. I want him to have 2 of the EFA capsules a day, 1 at breakfast and 1 at dinner time. Okay, and then he can drink our Rebound. Certainly not after, if he comes home at school at 3 o'clock or something like that, he could have, a Rebound. But after 4 o'clock, no, because he'll be up all night. Then, of course, colloidal silver to make sure he doesn't get any infections in his ear. We have our colloidal silver. He can put a dropper full under his tongue, half hour before each meal and half hour before bedtime. That will reduce the risk of infections. Colloidal silver is just magic when it comes to killing bugs, viruses, bacteria, fungus, and yeast. And so let's go that direction, kind of covering things from both things, the infections. And but you give him these nutrients and he can rebuild his skull, he can rebuild his eardrums and all that kind of stuff. And he can't keep going to the doctor for these things, but he's got to stay away from the gluten so he can absorb these nutrients. Don't forget kids toddy, Cal toddy, ultimate EFAs, and the Rebound. Okay.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Dr. Wallach. And thank you, Kayla, for making it on. Next, we have somebody writing in, I have pains
Oh,
in the
yes.
back of my
To
leg.
stay away from gluten, is that what you said?
Yes, stay away from gluten. Looks like she's having some freezing, but
Okay,
okay.
let's go.
So it says, I have pains in the back of my legs, especially when I wake up in the mornings. How can I also bring down my blood sugar level? It was 119 this morning, as she waits for her products to be delivered.
Okay, how old is she? What does she weigh?
I don't have that information in front of me, but off the top of my head, I believe she's 45, 155 pounds.
Okay. All right. So she's got maybe diabetes or pre-diabetes, something going on there, right? And she got back and leg problems. Okay. And so this is not difficult, but she needs to stay away from all the bad stuff. You hear me say this over and over and over and over. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, butter, iron, oats, no sugar, no carbonated drinks. Even the diet one's got to go. And I asked people, well, you've been eating gluten? Well, yeah, I've been eating gluten all my life. Well, I said, that's your basic problem. Well, how come it's just showing up now? Well, that's because it's not a switch on, switch off thing. It's a gradual loss of the tissue in the intestine, the villi, the little finger-like projections. So you can lose 98% of your absorptive surface in your intestine, and your intestine will look like a plastic tube instead of a shag rug like it should, right?
Right.
Yeah, and so this is the problem here. And so needs to, again, eat like an Asian, stay away from gluten, and eat like an Asian, rice and corn and sweet potatoes and beans and squash. She can have fish, can have red meat, but it can't be burnt, cannot be processed of any kind. But, steaks and lamb chops and beef ribs and that kind of stuff. Chicken is good. Eggs, she needs 3 eggs twice a day per 100 pounds of body weight, and so on. And if she's got kind of this pre-diabetes thing, if she has not already ordered that in her order, she should get some of our sweeties so she can take 3 of those twice a day per 100 pounds of body weight. If she's on medication, okay, for blood sugar, then she should not cold turkey off the medication, but just sort of reduce the medication based on the numbers when she tests herself, either with a urine test strip or finger stick test strip. Okay.
All right, awesome. Next, we have another question writing in. So my mate is 73 years old, 6 foot tall, 185 pounds, had his right breast removed in February with stage 1 cancer, has prostate issues. Since surgery, issue in his left ear, feeling underwater. They took 2 lymph nodes out, but there was no cancer found. or found in the blood, and he's on a pharmaceutical to limit estrogen. What about natural testosterone?
Okay. Well, first of all, let's see here. He's 185 pounds.
Yep.
Okay, I want him to get rid of all the bad stuff. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat bran, rhinos, no sugar. And then let's see, he said he had his breast removed because he had breast cancer.
Yes.
Okay.
Stage 1 cancer, and they took the right breast.
Okay. Unusual in men, but it happens. Okay. Then I also want him to have the MSM, take 3 of those twice a day as 1 bottle a month. And that will support and promote maintenance repair, cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, disc between the vertebrae, bone breaks, bone cells, artery walls, and so on. I want him to have the Zera test. He can take 3 of those twice a day. That'll be 2 bottles a month. He cannot be on statin drugs. Got to stay off of statin drugs. And so I do want him to eat those 3 eggs twice a day. They cannot be hard boiled or fried. They got to be soft boiled, soft yolk, soft poached, soft yolk, soft scrambled butter. He can have fish. He can have red meat, poultry, and rabbits, and that small animals and that kind of stuff. But got to stay away from processed meats and fried meats and all that kind of stuff. And so we want to hear on a regular basis what's going on. And the prostate, of course, we said the ProstFX, 3 of those twice a day, and the Zera test, 3 of those twice a day, is 2 bottles a month of each. And the eggs, that'll give them the source of the cholesterol, which makes up 95% of the weight of testosterone. Okay, and so he's got to have that testosterone. Since he's had breast cancer, he wants testosterone. He does not want estrogen, right? Okay, so let's start there. And, he needs to stay in touch with us and let us know how things go.
Awesome. And the very last question of the day here. What about hair loss? Says I'm making up a, in quotes, nest of hair, or a hair nest when I comb my hair. Few gray hairs, ages 74, 112 pounds, and 5'2".
Okay. I deal with people who are losing hair, and when you're losing hair, it's a nutritional deficiency. Okay. I've had people who've been bald like a bowling ball for 40 years, didn't have a hair on their head for 40 years, looked like Yul Brynner. Okay. and in just 2 months, all their hair grew back. Okay. On a program. So they got to get rid of all the bad foods, no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat bran, rhinos, no sugar. I'm assuming this is a guy, right? Is that a guy?
No, this would be a female.
Female. Okay. So I want her to have, and she's 100 and something pounds.
112 pounds.
I'm sorry, say again.
112.
Oh, 112 pounds. Okay. So I want her to have 1 healthy brain and heart pack per month. She needs to get another bottle of our selenium, so she can take 3 of the selenium twice a day, a half a dose of everything else twice a day. I want her to get 1 bottle of our MSM, so she can take 3 of those twice a day. That'll support and promote maintenance repair, cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, disc between the vertebrae, bone breaks, bone cell, and skin, because the skin is like 2/3 connective tissue, like arteries and veins and stuff like that. I want her to take the hair, skin, and nails, take 3 of those twice a day. That'll help the skin make hair. Hair color should start coming back also if it's gray. And then I also want her to have the Zerafem, 3 of those twice a day, 2 bottles a month. And let's start there. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Wallach. And thank you, everybody, for joining us at Ask Doc Live. This program is being brought to you as a resource, as a service, so that you can learn about alternatives to addressing health. Now, on behalf of all of us here at Ask Doc Live, John T. McCollier, Ruth Ellen Sanchez, Nasima Omar, we invite you to experience and feel the difference that complete nutrition offers. Supplementation like no other. I know I've benefited from it. Ruth Ellen's benefited from it. Nasima has. John T has. and his little girls are just growing up beautifully. And we just want that for everybody. This is coming from the heart. We don't do this just to make money, but to actually see a difference in those around us in so many different ways, because getting old does not have to include dis-ease. It really doesn't. Now, again, if you were invited to this program by somebody specific, get back with them. If you found this program on your own, fabulous. Good job hunting for alternatives. You have found it. You can go to askdoclive.com. We have a store there that has all the products that you heard about today on this program. We also have our replays there at askdoclive.com. You can use the contact us to ask questions and get what would be best for you to get started on if you're not quite sure. And we also have a call team that is standing by at 855-949-7234. Dr. Wallach, thank you again for spending the last 2 hours with us. I can't believe that it's already.
Yeah, it goes by fast.
It really does. It really does. We greatly appreciate you. And there was a comment in here saying that as well. And we appreciate all of you for being empowered and joining us here and spreading the good news, the news of hope.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much, Rebecca, and to the team. Don't forget, sign up all your embryos, your babies, your kids, get them started on their college funding and their car bonuses. Don't wait until they're 80 years old. Thank you so much.
All of your kids, your grandkids, but not the dogs and cats, folks. All right. We'll talk to you later. Have a great one. Bye for now. Mwah.
Woo. Bye-bye.